Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Um, my name is Honor Collins. Yes, I'm a software engineer by profession. I have over 2 years working experience working with both front end and back end. Mm, so today's topic will be on Node version 19. So we are going to look into this topic, Node version 19. So what is so important about this Node version 19? So the first thing is to what? Say goodbye to what? Nodemon. So if you're actually a backend engineer, you understand that Nodemon is an third-party library that is installed to watch any changes that is made, right? Yes, the third-party library that is installed to watch any changes that is made in your Node.js application. So now, the purpose of this Node version 19 is to what? Take it off, is to take it off. So it's Node version 19, even 18 itself. I think you can still use it inside 18. You don't need to install Node mod, right? So that is the purpose of Node version 19. So Node.js 19 new watch mode and other features you should know about. So these are the new watch mode and the other features that we need to know about it. So we are going to look into those features. I think we're not looking into all the whole features. The only one we're looking into is this new watch mode. Yes. So it has other features. You can go online and read about those features as a node, as a web developer or a backend engineer. Let's say in October 2022, Node.js released its 19th version. Yes, the 2022, the Node.js team, they had to release 19th version of Node.js, right? So it came 6 months after the release of Node.js version 18. 6 months after the release of Node.js version, that's when they released Node.js version 19. So which featured significant upgrades such as native test runner module. Yes. So they had some upgrade. They had to add some upgrade to it, right? You see, a notable feature in Node.js 19 is the new and experimental watch mode. So is the new and what experimental watch mode. Yes. So that is new and they are still working on it, right? So it's not yet stable. So this allow you to make changes to your server without having to restart your application. Because so initially, if you're actually doing writing Node.js as a back end engineer, each changes that you make, you still need to go and what restart your server. So, but with this Node.js version 19, you don't need to do that, right? Once you make your changes, it automatically what restart your server. You see that is very cool, right? So they said before Node.js 19, watch mode was only possible using what the third party library. Yes, it was only possible using what the third party library. Yes, they say learn how to use the watch mode and explore other updates in Node.js version 19. So far, I'm going to check my own Node.js version. Let me show you guys how to check your Node.js version. That's your Node.js version. So I will have to go to my let me go to my terminal. So this is my terminal. Let me click. So far, once you open for those people that are using Windows, you go to your command prompt, CMD, you go to your, under, below your, if you go to your desktop and below you see an input, something like where you can type your any command. You just type CMD and it will show your command prompt. That's your own terminal. So for we that are using Mac, we use what we call terminal, right? So now this is my word, this is my terminal. This is where this is where I can write my command. So now I want to check my version, right? Node version. So you can do node dash dash version. Now you can see my node version is what? 18.13.0, right? So now I can still run this command, node dash v. You can see I'm still showing what? 18.13.0. So this is my node version. So there's what we once you install node, or if you are new, if you have you want to, if you want to install any third party library, you have to what? First of all, install node.js, node in your laptop. That's, you have to install node on your laptop. So if you are new, you have, first of all, you have to install node. But if you already have node, what you need to do is for you to upgrade, right, from 18 to what? 19. So far, and once you install node comes along with what we call npm, node package manager. So with npm, with npm you can now install third party library. So aside npm, we have another one called what's his name? Let me remember. Yarn. Yes, Yarn. Yes, you can use Yarn also. But so far, I think you can use either Yarn or npm. So if if you don't want to use npm, you can use Yarn. So let us take our npm version. So we can use dash dash, right? Eight point 19.3. You can still run npm dash v. 8.19.3. So you can see that we can run this command to know the exact version that is installed in our system, on our system. Yes, on our system. So far, let's go back to, yes. So node new watch mode. Node.js 19 introduced what? The experimental watch flag. Yes, it was introduced in Node 19, which restarted in Node server when it detects changes in a specific file. So when it detects changes in a specific file, it will restart your server, right? You say you could do this previously using a third-party library called nodemon. So initially we use what we call what? Nodemon. But since we have Node 19 now, we don't need nodemon any longer, right? Yes, they have removed they have made it easier for us to just add just a command. Yes, a command, then it will automatically restart our server or our file, right? Say, but this update removes the need for a dependency. It removes the need for a dependency by adding a functionality to Node.js. So just remove the dependency and add some functionality to the Node.js. You can just add some code. That's all. Say to restart your Node.js server using what? Dash dash watch. So now just remove, you don't need the dependency. What you just need to do is just for you to add what? Dash dash watch and run npm start. It will start your server. So each time you make your changes, it will what? It will start your server based on the changes that you made, right? Say run and say watch flag. You say run this node command with what? Dash dash watch flag followed by the name of the file. That's which is the entry point. Yes, that you want to restart when your node.js detects what changes. Yes. So we are going to look at, let's take for instance. So this is basically, let's say these are Node.js application. Let's say we created a file called what? Server.js or app.js, right? So now what we'll do now, we'll add this command node dash dash watch, right, inside our package.json file. Once you add it, you see that each time you are writing you're making changes in your Node.js application, it will definitely want to restart it, right? So that's that. You say this command will watch your server.js file and restart the Node.js, yes, server. Yes, it will watch your server.js file and restart the node.js server when it will detect changes made in the file. The moment you detect changes made in the file, it will restart it. They say it's worth nothing that this feature is still what experimental. Yes, so they are still working on this feature, which means you may have some issues, some experience issues while you're working on when you're adding those what flag. So that's that. So it's not yet stable. Let's say now other upgrades and fixes. They say other improvements and fixes that came with Node.js 19 include the following, right? First one, HTTP keep alive by default, stabilization of web crypto API, custom ESM resolution and adjustments, removal of dtrace/system tap ETWS support. So those are the other features that was installed with. So the next thing is what? Upgrade to what? Node.js 19. Yes, so I know some developers, they might say, okay, I love 17, I love 18, I love 19. It's your own choice. So anyone that you want to upgrade to is your choice. So in order for you to use that, in order for you to use the dash watch, you can upgrade to Node.js 19. But I created an application and I was able to use it in my Node.js 18. So let me show you guys what I did. So this is my Node.js application, right? Yes. So this is my entry point, which is app.js, right? So this is my package.json file. So inside my package.json file, you can see that the script tag has what? Test, start, and dev. So this dev is for what? Nodemon. So if you look at it, I installed Nodemon, right? So let's close the server. Let's stop our server. If you want to stop your server, in Windows, you use Command C. Yes, to stop. In Mac, yes, also you can use Command C to stop. So let me use. I want to use nodemon to what? Start my server. So what we'll do is now npm run dev. So this dev is pointing at this dev, right? This particular one. So you have to add it. You follow this step. You add it. Let me just comment. You can look at the way you add it. You can just do like this. Right. Dev. Right. You come here. Once you install, you have to install nodemon. So if you want to install nodemon, you just write npm install dash dash save nodemon, right? You install it. Then once you install it, you see it here. It will drop in your dependency file. So you can now say nodemon. So then you now pick app.js, which is the word entry point file. So let's remove this. So let's save it. So now we can run npm run dev. So we are pointing at this dev, right? Dev dependency. So now we just click on it. Now, have you seen it? That Nodemon is actually watching my what? My Node.js application. Now, have you seen it? Now with Nodemon, I can able to watch changes. Let me go to my app.js. So let me delete this. Let me just write something. Server running at port 4000. So we are using port in our local environment. We are using port what? 4000. Look at it here. Yes. So the moment you host your Node.js application, where you are hosting is the one that will provide the port name, the port number. So for me now I'm using port 4000. So let me save it. You see, you can see that nodemon is watching my changes. Each time I do Control S to save, it will change it, right? It will watch my change and restart my Node.js server for me. So that is what for nodemon. So now, and if you look at it, I'm using what? I'm using version. I'm actually using version what? I'm using version 18.13.0. So I can still use it. So let me go back to my code. So for those of you that are looking at this kind of code, this is just just a backend API that I created, an article API that has what we call CRUD operation. It has the create, update, um, um, create, update, delete, and which one again? Yes, create, update, delete, and edit. Yeah, update is basically edit. It's just CRUD operation. So, so for those of you that are still new to Node.js, when you get to that stage, you understand what I'm trying to say. So look at it now, use it now. So if I go to my controller, these are the endpoints. So the first one is create, right? The second one, get all articles. Now it's not just for me to get everything. The third one is what? Okay, the first one, let me see the first one. Get all articles. So this get all articles. Yes. So now this one is get a specific article. Like if you want to get a single article, this is the endpoint. This one creates when you are creating a new article. Now this is for updating an article. Why this for what deleting an article? So that is what I did. So far, let's go back to what we are doing. So if you look at we're able to use what nodemon, right? Now I don't want to use nodemon. So Control C to stop my server. Clear. So what we are going to do is what npm start. Before we press enter, you can see that we use what node dash dash watch what command. Then the entry point to what app.js. If you look at what they're saying now, they say node.js 15.406. They say what experimental what warning. So you say watch mode is an experimental what feature and might change at any time. So using the word, you can still you say use warning, no just dash dash trace warning to show where the warning is coming. You can still add this one too, right? You can still add it to show where the warning is coming from. So I might decide to add it, but I don't want to add it. So now if you look at it now, if I make any changes now, let me go to my so now let me just move, let me make changes now. So from server running at port 4000. Let me just move. Oh hello world. So let me go back. Sorry. Nice. So let's check the outcome. So if we refresh it now, okay, our server is not. Let's start our server. Okay. Now let's refresh it now. See, server running at what? Port 4000. That's for nodemon. It was able to make changes. But now I'm using what? I'm actually using dash dash watch flag, right, to do that. So if I make a change now to, let's say, let me make it use hello world, right? 4000. Let's save it. You see, it has made the changes. So let's wait for our database to connect. It has connected. So once I refresh, see hello world 4000. So that's for what? That's for what? I'm using what the word flag, right? Let me cancel. Control. Let me stop my server. Play. And let me use nodemon now. That's npm run dev. So let us, since we are using nodemon now, let us make changes. And we'll test it in our browser. Server. Running. Run. Ah, okay. Okay. Let's see. You see, node more is restarting itself also. So let's refresh. Okay, well, let's wait. It's still, let's wait for our database. We connected now. Okay, refresh. Awesome. You see, it has made the changes. So this this watch flag is now replacing what? Node mon. So in my next application, I might not decide to add this node mon again. I'll just come to this place, right? And I just remove this def and put what? Node dash dash watch, right? App.js. See, you can see it. So please, guys, you can see that this dash dash watch flag has what? Take it has, will I say it has take off node mon. So without, we don't need node mon again. So please, guys, I beg you guys, please subscribe to my channel because we're getting more videos from us. Because the more you subscribe to my channel, the more you encourage me to post more videos.